First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, this is something that I've been saying for a while now. And the fact is that the energy of a woman not paying any of the bills, but she's working, she's making money, but she's not paying any of the bills, or not contributing to the household, rather, but saving the money on the side while the man pays 100% of the bills. I don't care what she's doing outside of that. I don't care if she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's rubbing your feet. It doesn't. That's not the point. The point is, why is she stacking money for herself instead of contributing to a household that she's supposed to be a part of? That whole energy is not masculine. It's not old school, right? Which you had old school Jakes that had that kind of mindset to some degree, I guess, but not really. That wasn't like the primary thing. That wasn't the primary thing back in the days when my grandmother, she worked. My great grandmother, I'll say, she worked. All right. Because she had a husband, right? She worked. And guess what? Her husband worked. My great grandfather, he worked, and she contributed to the household. She wasn't just putting money on the side, right? She was just putting money on the side. And it wasn't just every woman that was able to just not work and sit back and while the husband made the money, even when the economy was a lot better. There's still women that worked. Okay. And if she didn't work outside, she worked, she labored in the house, and they were doing real work in the house. They were making bread by scratch. They were making clothes from scratch. You understand what I'm saying? They tended to the kids correctly. They tended to their husband correctly, on demand. You understand, as it should be, right? And they made sure the house was spotless and clean. They did the things they were supposed to do. They took care of what they were supposed to take care of, and they did real work. But the mindset of especially the so-called black woman today is, the man takes care of everything, and she's at home sitting on the couch, and every now and then she may she may clean, she may cook a little something, a mediocre dish. You understand what I'm saying? That he rather eat takeout, but he's suffering to eat the dish that she cooked because it's so mediocre. All right. This is their mindset of what it means to be feminine and masculine. No. All right. And I have some examples here in these videos, right, to show you. Basically, that's you being taken advantage of, ultimately. I'm going to show you two videos, okay? Two short little videos, okay? Two short clips, right? To illustrate what I've been saying and to show you that that's not the correct mindset. First of all, that shows that she's selfish. She wants to stack this money for herself. What's she stacking it for? She's stacking it to when she's ready to disappear on you, that she has money on the side. Anyways.
My name's Kenny.
Oh, man.
This is mine. And I don't think that I can continue being with you.
What? You done bought this land and you tell me we ain't together no more? What? So who you should be over here with then? Jesse, you better tell me you joking for real, Jesse. You done call me this is very good with the kind of shit you did. You don't require buying this new land. You finna have another man? You finna have all this with another person? After 3 years, Jesse, really? This how you gonna do it, Jesse? You brought me out here just for this. You dead serious. You brought me out here. This gotta be a joke. How you gonna buy all this big ass property and shit we've been working hard for? You surprised me. And this what you gonna tell me? You gonna leave? Why you leaving me? What did I do that bad to deserve this?
This is my new beginning, so
Your new beginning, but I'm saying I've been with you for 5 years.
and I moved here.
Really?
My name's Kenny.
Oh, man.
This is mine. And I don't think that I can continue being with you.
What? You done bought this land?
She says she don't think she needs to continue being with him because she used him for what she needed him for. And now she's on to the next, right? Because he was paying for the bills, right? It says for 5 years he paid all the bills while she saved her money and she did this. Well, that was his fault. Why? He should have been questioning, why is this bitch not wanting to contribute to her own household, right? And then these chicks think that's Proverbs 31. That's not Proverbs 31. The Proverbs 31 woman would put everything into her household. Okay? If they were really on a level, they would give all their money, their paycheck they make to their husband. If they're really on a level, and let their husband, give them an allowance or divvy out what they need according to his judgment. If they were really on a level, but they're not really on a level like that. Okay? Because that, first of all, that would require trust, right? That would require trust, right? First of all, you're supposed to trust your husband. You're supposed to be with a man that you're supposed to trust, that you're able to trust. And this is why the father picked the woman, the man for the woman. The woman was just going around picking men because they don't know how to pick men. They pick based upon vanity metrics. They look at things that are really irrelevant, and they'll pick a man based upon that. I'm 5'6", but in heels I'm 5'9", so he got to be at least 6'2" because I want to be up to his chest, and stupid shit that means nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But they put all this weight on these stupid things. This is why the father chose the husband in the ancient world. Okay, and I'm gonna read Proverbs 31. I just want to show you this next clip, right? And don't tell me, oh, that was a skit. Because guess what? That's the reality. That's the reality. Whether it's a skit or not, that is the reality of these situations. And this is an example that's clearly not a skit. This is a woman on Kendra G's show looking for a husband, right? And listen, she just divorced her husband and she has 3 children with him. She just divorced him because for a stupid reason. We just grew apart. You know, the stupid reasonings that these women, especially these black women, use. Okay? But these women in general, but that shows you they're not solid. If a woman is like, and she's just jumping from man to man and she's leaving because, just wasn't feeling it anymore, why would you invest in a woman like that? Eventually, she's going to not feel it anymore with you too and be ready to jump onto the next. She's not solid. She's not real. She's not anything that you should be putting any real investment into to begin with. Anyways, let's listen to this.
I'm assuming in your marriage you wasn't 50-50, right?
So in the beginning, no, he paid all the bills, and especially while I was building my business, he took care of everything, and I took.
And that's the thing with the black woman. The new thing is, you pay all the bills and you help me build my business. Yo, I've heard them say that multiple times, man. I want to could help me build my business, contribute to me building invest in me. And when they say invest in them, talking about help them to be able to make more money, right? And then when they make more money, they feel like they're better than you, and now they don't need you, and now they could monkey branch to another man, right? First of all, you're the breadwinner. You're the one that really knows what to do with the money. You're the one that has the correct judgment, or you should have the correct judgment. You should have, the Most High Scripture said he didn't impart to them wisdom and understanding. He imparted that to men, right? So you're supposed to have the correct judgment, right? So you should be able to make. You should be the one making the decisions when it comes to money, and the contribution that should be being made is to you building your empire, not to her building her vision. It should be towards your vision. Her vision should be your vision. See, but it's all backwards. It's all backwards. Okay, I don't need to play anymore. You heard it. Okay, he was helping her build her business while she was saving money on the side, and now she's moving on to a next man, and now she's looking for another man, and she's saying, "Oh, I could pay. I don't, I can, I make enough money now. I can afford whatever, to take care of myself. I'm just looking for a man. I'm looking for a man now, because I make enough money now, so I'm looking for a man. How does she make enough money? Because she was stacking all that money, being able to build her business with no overhead or very low overhead, because her man was taking care of everything. While he was investing in her while she was investing in herself, which is a complete red flag. Anyways, Let's go to Proverbs 31, man. See, these women do not fit Proverbs. They're not precious, okay? They're not precious at all. They're not virtuous at all. This is Proverbs 31 and 10. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? They didn't say who can find a virtuous man. No, because there's virtuous men out there. All right? Not in abundance, but they're out there. Okay? But a virtuous woman, it says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Right? And by the way, this is the mother of King Lemuel telling him this. You know? And let's look up this word virtuous. It says strength, might, efficiency, wealth, army, strength, ability, efficiency, right? Wealth, force, army, valiant, substance. Yeah, substance is a good one. A woman of substance, right? That's basically a woman that's worth something. It says riches, a woman that is worth something. Who can find a woman that is actually worth something, that is actually valuable? That's worthy. Look, another word here is worthy. Who can find an actual worthy woman? The women we deal with, brothers, are really not worthy of us. Okay? In all reality. Especially the men of the Lord. Okay? It says wealth, virtue. Right? See? So they're really not worthy. You know? Let's look at this word worthy real quick. I'm going to come back to that. Worthy, having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specific way. Right? They don't even have the qualities to get recognition. Okay? It says a person notable or important in a particular sphere. These women are forgettable, man. That's why men pump and dump them, because they're actually forgettable. They don't really bring any value. Okay, they don't bring any value. Okay, or the value they bring is very insignificant. You know, and it's definitely not worth the man investing all his money and his time into her. Right? But these jakes don't, especially the so-called black men, they do not have a ruling class mentality. They have a slave mentality. They have a beaten down slave mentality. They don't have a ruling class mentality. Okay, that's why the black woman could get away with murder. You know? Let's start. It's Proverbs 31 and 11. It says, the heart of her husband does safely trust in her. You can't trust in these women at all. Well, you can see it. Look, she just left. We grew apart. How can you trust in someone like that? That's not a stable mind. That's a fickle mind. That's someone who's fickle and changeable. As the old proverb goes, a woman is a fickle and changeable thing. Meaning she's not solid. You could change at any moment, which you don't trust anything like that, right? The scriptures speak about a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You know? You can't trust someone like that. They're not trustworthy. Okay? It says the heart of her husband does safely trust in her. This is a Proverbs 31 woman. So that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. So she's willing to work. She's like, I don't want to work. Hey, man, I want him to pay 100% of the bills. And what do you bring to the table? I am the table. I can cook. Okay. That's okay. So what? You can, and the cooking be mediocre as hell, man. It says she is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household and a portion of her maidens. Which I see that amongst the you see certain videos, a Latino woman waking up. Her husband comes in late from work. She wakes up early or late in night. I'm talking like early like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, you know, whenever he comes in from work, right? It's late at night. And she wakes up and she cooks him a meal. I've seen that from the Latina woman. The Latina woman would do that. She does that type of stuff willingly. She loves to do that because they're more in a womanly mindset, right? The so-called black woman is just completely, she's not a woman. She's not even a woman. Okay? It says she riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard. So she ain't working. He got to provide 100%. No, she's like, how can I contribute to the household with my own money? That's the mindset of a true woman of virtue. Not, I'm going to save money on the side while he takes care of me. And, yeah. What the fuck? Do you not live in the house? Do you not eat the food? Do you not like the heat? Why would you not take that money and contribute to the household? Are these not your children as well? Now I'm going to save it for myself, just in case. That right there shows you she's not solid. She's not fully invested. Duh. These red flags don't go up in you Negroes' head. You Negroes don't understand. Okay? This is Proverbs 31:16 in the NLT. It says she goes inspect a field and buys it with her earnings. She plants a vineyard with her own earnings, man, because it's not about, you got this term 50-50, 70-20. It shouldn't even be a number to it. It should be, we're going to do what we have to do to sustain our household, man. Okay? And of course the man is going to do all he can do. Okay, that's it. And the woman, you should be doing all you could do to contribute to the household as well. How can I make his life easier so he can, produce and do what he has to do? Your whole job should be making your man's life easier. And it would be a lot better for you. It would end up a lot better for you women. Okay? But because the Lord have deprived you of wisdom, you have no wisdom and understanding, you can't even see that far. All right? It says Proverbs 31:17 in the KJV again. It says, she girdeth her loins with strength and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. So she's a hard worker. She's diligent in what she has to do. Okay? She's compassionate. All right? She puts everything into her household. Okay? She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. She's not afraid of the snow for her household. So she puts everything on the line for her household, as she should, as the man does, as the man should. The thing is, the men do all this, but then the woman doesn't do shit for her household. She's nah. She's not fully invested. That's why you don't take them serious. It says, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh her coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple, right? That she made the clothes by herself too, from scratch. These are the true virtuous women that have this mindset. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Yeah, because guess what? She's helping to build that man up so that he can, so he can be well known too. See? But these women don't help to build you up. They want to get you while you're built, but then what they do is they help to break you down. That's all they do. They're fucking useless, man. Really, their value to you is in the negative. When you deal with these women, their value to you is in the negative. They bring you in the red. Oh, I should play that video I shared with the brothers about that one guy that was speaking about getting married. And that goes for all these women, man, including the Latin tribe women too, because, even them, what they do, they're better than the N-Dub, but it's just that. They're just better than the N-Dub. It's just anything is better than the N-Dub. The so-called black woman. She's the bottom of the totem pole. All right? When it comes to being a woman and being a wife. In general. Absolutely at the bottom of the totem pole. So when we compare them to that, you Latin women don't get all excited. Yeah, we real women. Nah, not really. Okay? The women of today are just not on the same level, specifically in the West. Okay? It says her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Even back then, it was rare to find this type of woman. It was rare to find this type of woman, which is a virtuous woman. That's why King Solomon said what he said. He says she maketh, I'm going to show you that. She maketh fine linen and selleth it and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 28. I'll start at verse 27. I'll read in the NLT rather. It says, "This is my conclusion," says the teacher. "I discovered this after looking at the matter from every possible angle. Though I have searched repeatedly, I have not found what I was looking for. Only 1 out of 1,000 men is virtuous," meaning righteous, worthy, right? "But not one woman." None of these women are virtuous. Even back then he's saying that. Okay? "But I find this, the Most High created men," it didn't say people, the scripture says men, "to be virtuous, but they have each turned to follow their own downward path." Right. So men were created to be more righteous. Women are wicked by nature. If you find a virtuous woman, that is a gift from the Lord, and that is a rare specimen. You could search throughout all the country, and you're not going to find a woman like that. And that's a fact. And a man of the Lord would recognize that and definitely reciprocate that to his woman. Okay? You're going to get reciprocation, absolutely. And he's going to want to do for his woman. He's going to be willing to die for his woman. He's going to be willing to make sure that she's as happy as he can make her, because she's doing that, making sure he's as happy as he can be. She's contributing as much as she can contribute. So he wants to pay her back for that work as well. This is just natural. That's the natural thing. But these women are not virtuous. Even back then in the ancient world. So that whole mindset of, you know what I'm saying? You pay 100% of the bills. I don't want to pay none of the bills. That's a demonic, selfish mindset, and another reason to stay away from them. So with that, I'll say shalom.